Previously on Off-Road Place.
All right, so it's Thursday and we leave for Merus tomorrow, and we were able to get everything done that we needed to do. After 5 hours, 5.5, we finally got out here to Merus. It's a beautiful day. All right, so we got to our campsite. We had put up a couple tents just to drop off some of the weight, and now we're gonna take a stroll up to the top of the bluff there. So it's day 2. We just made some breakfast. Brian woke up and actually made some bacon and eggs for us. It was amazing. Hey, that's last. We gotta zip it up, ding dong.
So it's day 2, and we're heading back up the drop zone to see what's happening up top. Then we'll start the day off like we normally do and hit the test track. Back up top, we ran into some of the Cali Raised crew that we saw on the drive into Merus, and we also saw some familiar faces from the Toyota Trail Riders. At Merus, you never know who you'll run into.
Are you with Cali Raised?
Well, I'm their sponsored driver, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you go to their website, you'll see my truck everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, looks familiar. Looks awesome, man. I love it.
I go to all the events with them and show the truck at the booth and stuff.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Were you at Jambo last year?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I saw it first.
Yeah, and it was in the booth, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Nice.
Yeah. What's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan,
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
I'm Chris, if I didn't say.
Yeah, awesome, Chris. What's your Instagram?
It's my license plate.
Okay.
It's 4RDIVR, which is Full Run Diver.
Even off-roading with the kiddos.
I'm all about. I want to go back.
All right, test track it is.
One dent,
track, and then
5.
we'll do the drop, Lonesome Dove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go to the playground?
I was closed off last time, I think. It's right. It's next to Lonesome Dove, I think.
Yeah.
He's a kid at heart.
Damn, it's windy up here.
No,
it's yeah.
You said
Yeah. They have swings, the merry-go-round,
Wow.
playground. We'll go to the playground just for you, Van. Just for you, Van. We'll go to the playground.
car sandbox.
We'll do the teeter-totter.
Merus Adventure is continually updating their trails, and they also have been lengthening their test track.
Whoa, that's a big one. Yeah, the test track used to start about here and go on, but since then they've made it twice as long. Ben, you gonna do the test track?
Yeah. You guys do it, I'll do it.
All right, if you do it, I'll do it. Because some of this is deep. What do you think, Van? That one's pretty deep, and then there's one over there that's pretty deep too.
Of course, this time, Brian is the first to try out the newly updated test track.
Might have an issue here. Am I gonna bottom out?
No.
No?
All right, you got a deep one. Another deep one.
Got a deep one coming up, deep one.
Now we're heading back down the drop zone to Lonesome Dove, which is one of our favorite trails because it has a variety of challenges. It's not only a lengthy trail, but it has some tight spaces, nice inclines and declines, as well as a couple switchbacks, which is why we like to use Lonesome Dove as an icebreaker to get us ready for a day of wheeling.
Just hit the right back up and straighten out like you did. Oh, that drumming is bad. Yeah. Good. Straight.
One of the perks of having an off-road shop is that it's part of the job to test our installs on the trails, because we don't want to recommend anything that is faulty or anything that underperforms.
All right, so you can see why we enjoy coming to Merus so much. I mean, look around at how beautiful it is. Pan that camera around, Van. Isn't that awesome? So we're on the Lonesome Dove Trail, and then we're about to go around to
The back 40.
the back 40.
Yeah, we're just making our way around the park.
Nice. So hitting some technical stuff, but having a great time. No issues so far. So let's get to it.
You're gonna drop.
AC's doing the other drone, piloting away here on the Mavic 3. So we just ate some lunch, and now we have put the drones in the air. We're gonna go do some more trails and see what else we can get into today.
Brian and Van decide to head out in the GX with Ben and Easties in the 4Runner to run Elon Musk's Mars Trail. This is a black diamond that should offer some technical challenges, but nothing too dicey.
And we thought it was a nice, easy, intermediate trail.
And then
It was cool until we took a wrong turn.
yeah, there was no sign at the wrong turn.
That was the easy part. That
Yeah.
right there, going through those dips, I'm like, well, these are bad, but little did we know that was like, oh, that's no big deal.
Jeremy and I decide to stay back in our rigs and listen in on the walkie in case we need to assist with anything. Ben decides to park his rig before going down a steep decline that would allow no return, but Brian is determined to keep going and see what is ahead.
I was guiding him through the turn.
He spotted me down the hill, and
after
then make sure I don't fall off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, there's a cliff right there.
At the bottom of the hill, there's a big cliff to the left.
And then we reached this part. This is where it got really, really bad.
Now we're trying to pick a
We
line.
were trying to decide whether we
can't
pick,
turn around.
yeah, left
There
or
was no
right.
turnaround, and let's pick the best line and just go for it. I see a line going left. I'm like, if I can keep my tires on these rocks and ride this along, and Ben's like, no, go right. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, we can handle it. I'm thinking, yeah, if I put my tire here, if I put my tire on these specific spots, we'll be all right. It'll keep me from going over huge boulders, trying to avoid them as much as possible. And then you get in the driver's seat, and I'm like, well, this isn't what I expected. Crunching and scraping. Golly, look at this. It's terrible.
Who's spotting you?
That you. That, like, you could have stepped onto the hood.
Yeah.
That's how tall that is. Like,
Yeah.
you literally could have
Yeah, I
gone
could
and
have
stepped
stepped on the hood.
onto my hood without it jumping.
Yeah.
That's how tall that is.
I don't think you could see
I
from
couldn't
the
see
driver's
much.
seat.
There's not much. All I could see
So it was all me
rocks.
trying to guide him through.
Yeah.
We are at Elon Musk's Mars. Brian and Ben went down the trail, and they had some issues. So we're waiting for them to get back. We went in drone to see what they were stuck on. So it's been like 30 minutes, but I think we're able to get through it. So we'll hopefully that's going all right. So we shall see.
So this is the part where we got stuck.
Now we're stuck.
We're
Okay.
He was high-centered.
Just crushing that poor muffler. Now I'm like, hey, Van, go find some rocks to put under my tire.
Yeah.
Go do something. I probably took a good 4 inches off of that ledge though for the next guy.
Yeah, we were trying to get down.
Now it's only a 2 black diamond.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty sure that I tore up that rock right there, and I'm like, oh shit.
We're pretty stuck.
Jeremy's nervous. We're not talking because we're busy stacking rocks.
Yeah.
Trying
I was
to get
radio
out.
silence for a long time.
Just burning up tires.
Probably halfway down your tread.
I was looking for winch points.
Yeah.
There's no trees. There's no rock that I could really get the rope around.
I was just grabbing the biggest boulders I could carry.
Yeah, I was like,
to
man,
stack.
like winching is not an option unless someone comes in the other side
Yeah.
with the car.
I was thinking we're gonna have to walk back.
And that was easy. Once that ledge was it. This part's like, man,
We skipped all the other hard stuff after that big ledge.
yeah, there wasn't. That was
We were
nothing.
just trying to get out of there.
All right, let's go get Ben turned around, get him out of here, because I'm not taking Ben through that.
Finally, Brian is able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so they decide to go ahead and get Ben's 4Runner turned around so he can make it back to the rendezvous.
Luckily, he's parked at the top.
Yeah.
So we walked back
Top
up,
of that.
trying to get him out. Then he got stuck.
My
His
spare
hitch,
tire hitch.
yeah, the spare tire carrier was just pinned. His rear tires were just floating.
It's been over 90 minutes since they left on the Mars Trail, and finally, out in the distance, I can see Ben's 4Runner coming back in. But then I start wondering, where's Brian?
Well, welcome back.
My goodness.
Is that scary or what?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I'm scared for Brian.
Is it super rocky?
Oh yeah. Did you see it?
From the drone.
Oh yeah, weren't you on the drone?
I don't think the drone does it justice, but it looked pretty dicey.
I'm surprised we made it.
Ben and Isis make it back and let me know that Van is getting pretty anxious out there with Brian. With having radio silence for the last 30 minutes, I use my last drone battery and put the drone up in the air to see if I can easily find Brian's GX to see if they need help.
I mean, the drone, it's just like, at that point there was no better like sound than just the zzz of the blades. It was awesome.
Wow. They know where we are. You thought we were gonna live there. Me
And then I saw
me and him
Ben.
were gonna live on the trail.
I saw Ben pass by. I was like, okay, someone else can guide him over this.
And then we get this part, and this is the ravine, and I'm like, we just looked at it for a little while. I was like, I don't know, but I just ran out of patience. I said, I'm just going. I don't care. I'm gonna go. Just like, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
How'd you know to flip off the drone?
But I was definitely still a little like nervous for 20 minutes after the trail, just processing what happened.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Brian and Van finally got out of that trail. They were stuck on it for like 45 minutes. It was supposed to be the Mars Trail, but somehow they got onto a triple diamond, Los Vaqueros, and yeah, I had to cross over huge rocks and ravine and stuff, and had to get the drone out to just see what they're doing. But luckily they made it out. So no winching involved, but just a lot of nerves.
It's all good, dude. I was like, this builds character, dude. Come on. He was not having it. He was not having any of it. Can we just talk about it? No. Get in the car, man.
Yeah, it's like, just sit in the car.
Tell me if I'm gonna fall off the cliff.
I don't want to be in the car right
Tell
now.
me if I'm gonna fall off the cliff. He's like, I can't. What do you mean you can't? Just tell me if the wheelie's going to fall off the cliff.
Van told me on the mic, he goes, I don't know if I can direct Brian.
I did a little bit.
Full panic. But that ravine,
I can't
dude,
believe I got
it was
you
like
out
4
there.
feet deep.
It was like 4 feet deep.
Yeah, I can't believe we got out.
Dang, that's crazy.
That part was the easy part. The other part, it was those boulders were like, I was like, that.
Up to like waist.
For rock crawlers.
There was one I was like up to my waist.
Huh?
Yeah,
They
some
were
of
like-
them were. Yeah.
Rock crawlers with 40s. That's what that's for.
At any rate,
Not a GS.
sorry, I wasted everyone's time.
You didn't waste our time.
Hey, I mean, hats off to you. Like,
You
Oh,
got-
you did it with
We
the
got
Lexus.
out on our own.
we're not
I got
worthy.
Ben turned around, and then he got stuck on his hitch, so he had to get his traction boards out. I was like, oh, this day.
Should have turned around right before we hit the bike.
You should have.
Yeah,
Was that the hardest trail ever time out?
that was the hardest trail I've ever done.
Yeah, easily.
Before that was the rock garden at Barnroll, but that was like, I don't know.
No, that's not what you're talking about.
That's not meant for our vehicles. Oh God, I'm exhausted now.
Yeah, I bet.
That's all right. Well,
That was
we're going to
stressful.
take the 101 and we'll try and stay on some blue trails.
Oh, you need batteries?
have batteries in the car.
I was just hoping we'd get you out. I didn't know how far off you were, and you had all my drone batteries, and I'm on my last drone battery. And I knew Van was freaking out. I was like, oh, I better find you
Brian
fast.
had radio silence because the last thing was like, Brian, are you going to need a winch? He goes, yes, maybe. And then that was it.
You made it, Vanny.
Yes,
Good job.
never going back on that trail again.
Yeah, none of that trail again.
You don't think so?
I saw this is your first time to drive the vehicle, 4x4. How was it?
It was fun.
Nice.
It was super exciting. Yeah. I wanted to go faster. Ben's like, slow down.
Yeah, all the rocks and stuff pop up. Nice. All right. So Brian is gonna have to go back a little bit early. His contractor's coming or something. His wife asked him to come back early, so he won't be staying the night. But the rest of the 3 rigs will be staying one more night, and we'll head back in the morning. All right,
I'll head out now. Oh, I got to air up then. God damn it. Oh, the worst.
VR94 and had a fender come off. Let's see it.
There goes the rub.
Rub is gone because the fender's gone. The fun continues. Let's see if Van falls. All right, so make sure you like and also subscribe. So make sure you like and also subscribe. So make sure oh my God. So make sure you like, subscribe, and also ring that bell so you can get notified of our next video and see more off-road plays.
If you haven't been to Merus Adventure, we definitely recommend checking it out. Since it's only 5 hours from DFW and a few hours from Colorado and New Mexico, Merus is the ultimate destination adventure park. With over 7,500 acres of usable land for off-roading, overlanding, hiking, camping, and cave exploring, Merus offers a variety of terrain as well as technical trails. The cool thing is, Merus is just getting started. They have only explored about 50% of the property, so there will be even more to offer in the coming years. This is why Merus Adventure is the off-road place favorite for Texas wheeling. So visit merusadventure.com to book your adventure, and you'll be glad you did.
So after Merus, I'm hitting that triple black diamond. Here is the battle scars that we have from taking an IFS down at triple black diamond. Skid plate did its job here. Lower control arms did their job on both sides. So ended up stuck on a rock on the muffler, but it still works. I got rear shock guards that are pretty beat up. My diff skid, which is pretty new, so. We got some battle scars finally on the rear bumper and a little dent on that side. So we replaced the bushings. Reason being, it looked like this. We replaced all the bushings. Drives like it's brand new. Not really. It doesn't drive like it's brand new, but it's driving better. So we welded on new cam tabs because they were all bent out, but yeah, we are ready for the next adventure.
I don't think that's how that went.
It is how that went. He said I told us scavenge for food.
Yes.
Like we're gonna be stuck there for days.